needed to move this this vast quantity of material out of the temporary storage that I had set up. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. There's an Enderman down here. Come on, one more hit and you're dead. There you go. Killed you extra fast just because. There we go. Let's go ahead and deposit all of this. Then I said last time that I wanted to make use of a single block of redstone in order to expedite the process of returning to the surface. I additionally will need a single powered rail. I said single powered rail. Here we go. Now I hop in, and away I go. While I'm at it, I can make sure I'm not hungry. I mean, I am hungry, but apparently I'm not hungry. Or at least not hungry enough. Here, let me get a little hungrier there. There we go. Now I'm hungry. Okay. Now I want to replace this with this. I want to head downstairs and retrieve the item I just put down here because I don't want to actually need to leave that lying about. Come on, top speed. There we go. Bye, have a good time. I'm not sure if the lag is due to, for example, the lag could be due to hoppers, but I doubt it. I don't actually have that many hoppers in my Minecraft world. On top of that, I'm only set to render distance of... Actually, my render distance might be way up there. Let me check that real quick. Video... What's my render distance? Ah, that could be it. There we go. Yeah, now things are running a lot smoother, I think. Might have just been my render distance, which is definitely a little awkward if that was what was needed, just adjusting the render distance. However, I'm not too fussed about it. Mostly, I just want to make sure that I have the opportunity. No, yeah, it's still doing it. However, it's not pausing as long. I think it was the render distance. Wow. That's kind of sad a little bit. That means that my phone is apparently nearing its GPU limit, I think. Or at least its calculations per second limitation. Which I suppose means that it's a good thing that I'll be getting this laptop soon, because then I will want to actually limit my release schedule. I'm still going to record the same way, where, I have this longhand format, this longhand method. There's a few other ways to phrase that, but off the top of my head, I am not familiar with them. But there's, there's this longhand shaping of content. Next row, I just chew through that. Next row, as long as I remember to keep an eye on the durability of this shovel, I should be fine. Once I get this section all neatly organized, I'm going to quickly pop over to the Iron Golem farm in order to pop over to the Iron Golem farm, as they say, in order to test out whether or not it's the sign that is voiding it, or if it's where I'm clicking. I don't really know. Like, it's not supposed to be voiding anything involved in the placement of a lava source. all nice and fed. Pick those up in a moment. First, I want to pick these up. All of these items just laying on the ground. Not exactly good for the processing speeds. It's got to render like all of these items each independently moving, basically. Not very healthy for the processing speeds. That's usually why I try to make sure that I pick up as much as I can. Come on. There we go. I was worried about the durability of the shovel, but it managed to last long enough. Now I just gotta make sure there's no residual items that tried to, land on top of the cliff, which there's usually a few. Yep. There's 1, 2. One up here, maybe? No, doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's just go down here just to make sure. Yep, all good. Okay, we're going to try this again. Now, I know for a fact that there is a spot on top of this sign right here that is fully capable of containing lava. And on top of that, I can prove it by placing water there. There is, yeah, see? Flowing water. Okay. There is, guaranteed, a spot for the lava. However, this could use some slight modifications. I think. No, because how would I do the corner? I'd have to do the corner the same way, except I'd have to raise it even further. And, yeah, I was thinking I might know of a way to optimize the build of this design, but then I thought about it some more, and it's like, that wouldn't work. Bit more stone over here. Oh, right. I wanted to repair the shovel while I was at it. There we go. 5 levels. Well spent. Additionally, I can retrieve these barrels. Even more additionally, if I can find somewhere to store it, there we go. I can store that stone and retrieve this chest piece, which I can then return to the underground with, smelt it down, retrieve the golden nugget, and then probably smelt down the other pieces as well. Eventually, all of that material is going to end up getting transported either to the furnace, the deep storage, or something similar. Basically, everything has its place, and it's just a matter of figuring out where that place is. Okay, check out my armor. Armor's at about half durability. We'll need to repair that soon, but currently I am decently okay. I need to deposit the barrel. Selection there. I need to deposit the golden chest plate there. The dirt goes here? Here, yeah. Okay. Path block goes here. I don't have any cobblestone on me. I have that gravel. That'll help out a little bit. And then for this stone, we can just kind of fill her up here. For the grass, we go over here. Where are we on the grass? Barrel 2? Barrel 2. We don't have too much grass, but we are getting a massive income of grass. Finally, we can go ahead and deposit this. Now we have an actual double chest full of material, specifically full of smooth stone. Run over here past the storage over to the minecart track that leads all the way to x equals 0. We will want to retrieve our bucket from the inventory. We shall ride the minecart all the way to the end of the track. Oh, we picked up the minecart. That's handy. Makes retrieval a lot quicker, but I was actually prepared to pull the minecart out of the barrel. Okay. Now, I am going to test to see if perhaps I just need to have the lava placed against something. I suspect the issue is that I am clicking on a sign in order to place the lava. If I were not clicking on the sign, it probably would not be getting voided. However, I did say I would be testing this. Kind of wish I had an extra barrel, or not an extra barrel, an extra bucket, just to make sure that things went smoothly here. I do not recall what I did with the other 3 buckets. Actually, let me check my storages for those, because I know I have more buckets. It's just a matter of locating them. This is a good point in time to mention that if you are enjoying this content, you probably want to leave a like on the video, as well as subscribe to the channel. A good portion of my viewers, specifically 99% of them, are not subscribed. Therefore, it really does help my channel grow a lot faster if the viewers would subscribe to my channel. You know, this might not be the exact type of content that you enjoy, but I do talk about a lot of different topics. I do talk about a lot of different things. I do make use of a lot of different techniques. As you can see, I actually built with diorite, and I made it look good. You know, some of you might not have even noticed I had built with diorite, but yeah, I built with diorite and I made it look good. There's even some smooth stone in the walls there. There's andesite, there's granite. You know, I used the 1.8 stones. I used some smooth stone, which I think was actually introduced in, what was that? Either that was 1.8 or 1.9 where they introduced smooth stone. I don't really remember, but I do know that we used to call this smooth stone, you know, just regular stone. And the reason for that is because smooth stone wasn't a thing for a really long time. I was playing on 1.7.10 for the longest time, and then Mojang sold themselves to Microsoft, and they were like, okay, you know, go ahead and make sure that we get paid regularly and everything will be like happy. And they did, and everyone was happy. But you know, before they did that, they released the 1.8 update, and they were like, oh, well, you can't just pay us a little amount. No, we just released this update, and we have all of this positive feedback from all of our fans, and they love what we did with the place, basically. So you should pay us more money. And they're like, why should we pay you more money? And it's like, because we are worth a lot more, because, you know, we're Mojang, we're people who own Minecraft. And Microsoft was like, yeah, that's fair. And so Microsoft paid them like $1 million a piece, or at least paid the primary person $1 million in order to purchase Minecraft, like the rights to Minecraft. And that's how we got the Minecraft that we have today. We had Microsoft buy it off of Mojang. Yes. Hi, Mr. Squid. You are a very rare spawn indeed. I could, like, build an actual squid farm. I could build a glow squid farm, a regular squid farm. You know, I could do that. I just don't. Sitting here, I'm thinking about the minecart rails, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, I really, really could. Oh, I had more smooth stone over here than I thought. Okay. Well, that's why it helps to check all of your storage before you go running off. Yeah, see? I got a sign over here. I can actually grab this stuff. Which one was that? That one? Okay. That. There's the buckets. I knew I still had more. Oh, right. Because I was going to build another floor. Okay. Well. Well, first of all, I want to try and place this lava because okay, that time it worked. It's just every other time it didn't. Now I just casually bounce on over here. And now I can make sure that my items didn't end up down here. Nope, looks like I'm all good. That's good. That one is for building. This one is not. I'm just going through and grabbing all of the ones that are not a full stack. Just kind of throwing them onto the ground so that I can pick them up. Anything I need to transport, anything I need to, collect or anything, that's what I'm basically grabbing. Pulling all of the items out of these storage bins. And just kind of, going to town, as they say. Okay. Let's see. This one is that, and then we've got I was bouncing the items off the bed. How silly. Okay. Let's go ahead and get all of this grass organized. Into its proper location. Okay. Now I can just run on back once again. This time I can deposit the bucket and not need to worry about it. Because now that I have the bucket, actually I can just use the water bucket as another, I can use the bucket as another water bucket. That'll work. Then I can deposit it over here. I can bring another stack of items back instead of just a bucket. Just a single bucket. It's like, I could do that. Or I could store the bucket as building materials, and then I can very easily just grab more materials. There's plenty available. You know, I can transport all of this grass. I have all of this grass, and I have no real transport methods available for the grass. It's like, why not? Who knows? Well, I know. Let's just transport all the grass. Sounds legit. It does seem to be growing in very nicely here. There's still a few splotches and stuff to get patched up, but it seems to be growing very well. Then I look straight, and there we go. Minecart, forward, eat while I'm riding. There we go. Now we're good. I want to go to... I want to go to this stop, but I additionally want to go to the next stop. I can actually smelt down that chainmail, can't I? Yeah, I can. And then I take the gear over here to the grindstone. Now that I've run it through the grindstone, I can go ahead and smelt it down. Let's see. Yeah, let's just grab one piece of coal. Place the coal in the blast furnace. Let that work. Deposit the dirt. Deposit any cobblestone, of which I was carrying none. Deposit any excess gravel, of which I was carrying none. Any excess stone, I had a little bit. I had a lot, actually. Let's see, I believe stone is here? Oh, there you go. Okay. Now grass. I need grass done. There we go. Onwards to the third barrel of storage. And then over here. And then back over here. And then I want to go see, can I do this? Smooth stone. Good enough. Where did I have the barrels stored? There they are. Any insects? Okay. String goes all the way up in the redstone component storage, which is up there. I want to go over here. No? Oh, did it finally do that thing where it... I think it went against the cactus. That, or I placed it somewhere. Did I place it somewhere? I might have placed it somewhere. Yep, I placed it somewhere. Okay. That's better. I seem to have abundance of andesite and granite at the moment. There we go. Problem resolved. Now I want to go over here, hop in the minecart. Minecart carries us away. You can see the chunk border over there. We can't actually see the chunk border, but I carved it out. Therefore, we kind of can. Sort of a pseudo seeing of the chunk border. We can see the chunk border simply because we can't not see the chunk border at that angle because of the way we carved it. It's difficult to explain. But we are making very good progress here. Hop in the bed before any phantoms spawn. Preferably before any undead spawn, but I doubt we were that lucky. Let's go ahead and deposit these seeds, and then run over here and deposit these bones. Yeah, this is a good example of how chunk borders can be very important. Here, it's lit. There, it's not lit. And the reason why it's not lit is unknown. But it's not lit. And the reason it's not unlit, or the reason it's not lit is because there's a chunk border. Like I said unknown, but the actual reason is because it's a chunk border right there. However, there being a chunk border right there is not an actual valid reason. Like that's not a valid reason for there to be no light in that section. There should totally be light there, but there's not. Anyways, onwards to clearing out more area for the iron golem farm. I want to do a nice cross section to make it easier to get back to the base. Or more specifically, to make it easier to get from the base. Not just to the base, but from the base. Oh. Oh my. There's lava there. Okay then. Let's do this the old-fashioned way. Or we could just do that. Gather up any items that landed up top there. Looks good. Didn't need to jump. Ended up hurting myself on accident. That's fine. Was not massive damage. It was just half a heart. Already healed. Yeah. Currently, the reason why I have not finished updating my videos with the proper template and everything is because I kind of have a very slow computer at the moment. When I say slow, I mean it takes me about 12 minutes to update each video. If you want to see an example of what the proper template is, you can look at the earlier videos in the NexusCraft playlist. I have actually done up to about episode 130, I believe, with the proper template. Which looks rather nice, if I do say so myself. However, the problem is that if it takes about 12 minutes for each video, and I have about 300 videos, then I'm looking at a few hundred hours easily. Or not a few hundred hours, a few hours easily of going through at rapid speed, full speed, mind you, and just kind of, oh boy, what happened? What time is it? I believe I just had my video roll over to the next bit there. That was awkward. Don't know what happened there, but okay. I think my video just rolled over to the next episode. I'm not entirely sure, but if that is what happened, then that's fine, I suppose. As I was saying, if you know this is the type of content that you enjoy, you know, great opportunity right now to leave a like on the video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave a comment, let YouTube and myself know that this is the kind of content that YouTube really should show more of, suggest more of. I have had multiple episodes previously where I just talked for literally an hour, which is, the majority of an episode when it's one of the longer episodes. Like I've talked at length about the YouTube algorithm and how it functions, and how the advertising partner program operates, and terms of service and all this other stuff. Like, technically speaking, there are videos that I have released that, because I have mentioned how the advertising partnership program functions, I'm not entirely sure if those videos would be qualified for the YouTube advertising partnership program, which means basically I can't monetize them, because I talked about how YouTube handles monetizing videos in the videos. And I know that sounds weird, but specifically I talked about the methods that the advertising partners use in order to decide whether or not to pay out on the advertisement. If properly set up, it is entirely possible to have it to where Google will track for you the person who is doing the advertising. That is, like, Google will track for you the amount of time that the user spends on your website, the amount of money they spent on your website. It is possible to use Google to get a full in-depth analysis of what is going on with the user that clicked on your advertisement. And some people might hear that and think that that's an invasion of their privacy. They wouldn't be entirely wrong. However, they wouldn't be entirely correct either. They wouldn't be entirely right. It is technically the same tactics that the invasion of privacy people would make use of. However, because it is Google, and because the user agreed to it in advance upon visiting the website, then it's technically not an invasion of privacy. It is entirely legit, entirely legal, and the only thing you can really do about it is just say that you do not agree to the site's terms of service about cookies, and then it will send you elsewhere on the internet, probably just google.com. That's the default for many websites. It's just like, oh, well, they don't want to be here. Okay, well, we have two options. We can send them back, or we can send them to Google. Some places will send you to Google, some places will send you back. Some places send you to shock sites, which is not very nice of them. That is a weird behavior that I never really fully understood. Like, why would you send people to shock sites? In some instances, I understand it because I know how those specific types of people behave. I know how the community for those sections of the internet are. And it's understandable for them to get sent to shock sites. But, like, for some of these sites, it just doesn't make sense. And so, you know, whatever. Either way, you know, the point of the topic was that I was discussing, you know, how it takes me X amount of time to work on a video in post-production editing, or no, not post-production editing, post-production publishing, which is where I am going through my videos, making sure they all have the proper tags, making sure they all have the proper descriptions, making sure they all have all of the proper template in order to ensure that it is incredibly easy for pretty much anyone to find one of my videos. You know, and for the most part, it is incredibly easy for people to find my videos. You know, you can just search NexusCraft, or you can search Blue Nexus Gaming, or you can search a few other criteria that I have utilized in order to get some brand recognition going. I didn't know at the time that NexusCraft was already another user on YouTube. I am aware that there are many, many other Blue 64s. However, if you just type as one word, Blue Nexus Gaming, I'm pretty sure I'm the only result that pops up. At least I am whenever I'm trying to look up the publisher cards for a channel. It is officially nighttime here in Minecraft. Dead giveaway. There's a skeleton shooting me. Dead giveaway. I need to go and rest in the bed really soon. Otherwise, I'll have to deal with creepers as well, and that's just going to be annoying. Hi, skeleton. Bye, skeleton. Meet knockback. That skeleton didn't know what hit him. I mean, it did, but all it saw was the brief outline of an iron sword, and then it just kind of went flying off a cliff. Okay, let's get that creeper handled, and then let's run over here as fast as we can to the bed, hop in before anything attacks us, and we're good. Cool. The zombies are burning, the spiders are pacified, and now, you know, burning and / or dying. The creeper is burning to death. That's always funny. Okay. Let's go over here real quick. If there were any zombies, then the zombies... if there were any zombies that didn't burn to death, then the zombies probably have a helmet. Go ahead and take a quick inventory here. See what we got. That one. Okay. And then here. There's the torches. I knew I had left them somewhere. Okay. Now, I am aware that I literally built that entire storage area as temporary storage so that I wouldn't have to run back and forth to the base all the time. That being said, however, I don't really feel like just running back and forth to the base all the time just to transfer a bunch of items. Instead, I'm just going to deposit them in the proper place the first time, not need to worry about it. On top of that, I might... No, I don't think I'll deposit the 1.8 stones. Not yet, at least. Then again, I might. Yeah, sure. I'll deposit the 1.8 stones. I'll convert them at a later point. There's the dirt. Okay. Go ahead and fill up that one. Now we're filling up that one. And oh, fresh guess. Nice. Now the grass. We have a spare bow as well. It's always nice. I want to give this guy a smack. Yeah, I'm getting that lag again. Weird. I do not know what is causing that. I don't even know what could be causing that. I don't think it's my device, but it could be. I just don't know. I have no way of knowing. Okay. And on top of that, I want to merge these two into one. Okay. Now, I need to hop on the minecart here. Head towards the spider eyes and the bones and the gunpowder storage, which is near the farms, basically. See, even just placing the minecart directly on the powered rail was enough to give it all of the momentum it needed to get up that first slope all on its own. I just had to give it one little tap of directional guidance. And once I had, it was full on autopilot. It's like awesome, you know, but at the same time, like, I don't really want full on autopilot for everything. Some things I like manual, you know, like the junctions. I've been doing the manual junctions. I could do automatic junctions. I do technically know how to do an automatic junction, but it is a lot of work, and I don't feel like doing that much work on a minecart rail. Like, that is a lot of work for not a lot of payoff, and that's just kind of a thing. Alright, I was thinking earlier that I could totally deal with placing a minecart down here in order to make it so that I can return to the iron golem farm quicker. I think I will go and, at the very least, make a stack, or no, I'll make 2 stacks of rails this time. I want to deposit the Nautilus shell first. Turns out that if you have a Nautilus shell and you give that Nautilus shell to a drowned, and that drowned was holding a trident, if the drowned picks up the Nautilus shell, they will drop the trident they are holding, which is kind of silly, hilarious, and very